Alrighty, so here we are in the lobby getting ready for DH Dark versus DME Reborn's Eternals match. Welcome, I'm the Fallen Sanctum, I'm your host, and today we're doing an offline style cast. That's why the camera is small in the bottom left corner, because I'm using my screen recorder that you've possibly seen for my RuneScape and live glazing videos. Where I'm not streaming. So when I'm streaming, I have my overlay, but I don't have my overlay right now. So we're working with raw materials. So we'll be bringing you guys the drafts, the gameplay footage, and a bit of analysis in between. But there will be pauses for like spectator delay and stuff like that. So do not. This isn't like a regular stream experience. So if you're new to this, it might be a little different than what you're used to seeing when you see me live on twitch.tv/fonsite. Anyways, I'll be back for when the draft goes live. Alright, here we go. So I can't do anything about the camera position in the bottom left. But I'll tell you what the bands are on blue side for the first two images or whatever. So no worries. I have a pretty good in-game knowledge. So Phalios is this champion behind my face. I'm going to be banning Zareth here from the side of DME Reborn. Okay, some interesting bans, but hey, I mean, Ashen is part... Okay, so it looks like we have a kitten and her e-boy in a ban list here for the side of the H-Tag. Also going to be taking away the Syndra. It's a really powerful pick. We're going to be taking Ashen's Zareth away. We're going to be banning Udyr. I want to guess that's from Le Vrai Joe. I want to say that's the jungler here for the side of DH Dark, and we're gonna be taking Mr. Magic's Jhin away. No surprise, giving him Jhin is like giving their one trick. So it's more than likely always going to be banned. Here we go. We're going to be... Ooh, okay. So first rotationing the Misfortune Blind. I know it's a good AD carry, but it's interesting that we're deciding to give it so much priority. But then again, when I think of Mr. Magic, Callista, Varus, Corki, and the styles like that don't really match the play style that he likes going for. He kind of likes the... lesser mechanical AD carries, and he's more of a skilled person than a mechanical god. So his easy AD carries are nice. On DME Reborn are going to log in Jinx. Okay, we did see a Yumi ban, so I'm expecting something like a Lulu to come out probably early on, because if we miss out on it, no, instead, DME are just going to look to grab Maokai, solid jungle, but could be top and or support. Very flexible role. Let's see what DH Dark have to answer here. So, if from what my solo queue intel tells me, Le Vrai Joe is a pretty big jungle lane bully. Wait, oh. My bad, I don't know why I'm right-clicking the screen. I think that is Mordekaiser for Johnny. I think it's a blind Mordekaiser here for Johnny. And we're going to be adding Pyro's Leona to the MF Wombo combo. A little bit dyssynergical with the Mordekaiser kind of taking people away. You normally want to kind of draft some Wombo lockdown. Something like Volibear, Ornn, and stuff like that. But I guess that's not in the books. Our DME, seeing the Leona, I'm going to look to get Melio. A great answer into Leona can kind of cancel the Zenith Blade, can cleanse the many stuns with the Breath of Light, the shielding, and the healing with the bonus range. Are going to make Jinx more of a match for MF in the early game, where she is seen as the early bully. Moving on to round 2 of bans here. Let's see what DME Reborn are going to hit. We're going to hit Ashen's Cassiopeia. Okay. Very interesting. We do have an AP top laner, so... let's see what DH Dark are going to fire back with their two... with their ban. It's jungle and bot lane, so it looks like we're just gonna be finning out the. We're looking to fin out the mid lane pool some more. So Hui, Zeref, Syndra already taken away from the mid lane, as well as Cassiopeia, and now we're looking to ban Pantheon. I've seen Surge play from Pantheon in pro play. It's just a very strong character that has a good stun, can go support and build like bruiserish, where it's hard for him to die, and in the jungle can be pretty oppressive with all the bruiserish items. Okay, so the last ban here coming out from the side of DH Dark. Let's see, what are we going to get? We are gonna get. We're going to get Ari. Okay, so yet another mid lane ban. I noticed that Victor is still open. Mel is currently still disabled for this first week of, well, for today. Starting next week, she should be enabled in both Pro and in both Pro and in other ESLs. So Victor here, one of the last like really strong picks, going to be locked in here for DME Reborn. Solid late game mage. Goes well with the scaling, the Jinx, and the Maokai bring. So just solid performance champions in the later stages of the game. We'll have to see. Okay, so this is Mordekaiser Jungle. Okay. I don't think you can put the Ornn anywhere else. I mean, Ornn is something that you do want to pair up with the likes of MF. Helps MF transition into the late game with the ornament, kind of helping her stabilize. So it is going to be a Mordekaiser Jungle. Very interesting to see. Don't think we've seen. We saw it once at the Sushi Cup. But other than that, I have not seen much of it. And now we are looking for Ashen's pick. His Victor, his Cassio, and his Zeref have been taken away. So let's see what he's got. Okay, well, I mean, this is... Alright, he's going to say, fuck it. I see Maokai, I see Jinx, I see Victor. He'll Silas be like OP. So now, depending on what top laner they take, they have to be a little bit careful to not give Silas such an oppressive top lane ultimate. Because you give him something like a public execution, and no amount of peel will be able to save this Jinx. Okay. I don't know. Oh. Okay. Aatrox makes a lot more sense because it doesn't really do anything regarding to Silas. But that is going to be our draft here for game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with the game live on Summoner's Rift. Alright, here we go. We're in the loading screen for game number 1. So let's see what we've got on the skin roulette. We got Mecha Aatrox, Maokai, Arcane Savior Victor, Heartseeker Jinx, Fairy Court Melio, Crystal Mortalis Leona, Ash Graven, Night Mordekaiser, Prestige, Bewitching, Misfortune, Darkstar Silas, and Elderwood Ornn. The players are not in order of appearance for the side of DH Dark, so I will correct them on the scoreboard when we get the game started. So it's not going to be too bad. But here we go. We should have sound enabled as well. As far as I'm aware, I did not. Don't think I turned it off yesterday when I was playing League. Not sure. Maybe. Who knows? If it is, it'll take like 2 seconds to fix. But notably, we have 4 teleports. We have Barrier versus Cleanse. We've got Ignite versus Heal. We've got Grass versus Conqueror. Phase Rush on the Maokai is interesting, but it is like the expected rune. Conqueror on Mordekaiser and Silas makes sense. And Lethal Tempo versus First Strike. Misfortune going to look to be making as much extra money as she can in the early parts. We are probably going to see a pseudo-like lethality style Misfortune. Not my favorite kind of Misfortune to see. I love seeing Crit Fortune because the ultimate can crit, meaning that you just get more value from building like an actual AD carry than not building like an actual AD carry. Alright, so view here and here. There we go. Alright, so we got the right camera. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 1 of Eternals Esports match between DH Dark and DME Reborn. This is being casted over on the official channel, but as always, a service to my friends and any DH teams or Ninetale Fox teams that I have friends in, I will do their coverage in English, giving them a VOD the very next day. Looks like we have a bot side invade here from the side of Dark. We have the Abscond Abduct, we have the Zenith Blade. To be careful, but Wazak is going to be able to find out that DH are invading, so he's probably going to gesture the Maokai to go get a little bit of vision, or maybe Welder is going to, but it looks like no extra vision is going to be acquired, so successful invade. They do know
minions have spawned.
That there was 0 wards in the try, but little do they know that the vision was put, I think, for non-casting casts. I think we're gonna do this angle. It's gonna be easier for me to look at the screen while I'm talking. If it looks like I'm looking a little down, it's because my neck is slightly slanted. But we do have a red buff solo start from Azanai here, and Le Vrai Joe is going to be starting at his blue side solo. Alright, so in this Victor versus Silas matchup, Silas is going to have to use his HP and his mana bar as best he can to get as much CS and experience as he can. Shouldn't have an advantageous situation in this mid lane for a while, so he is going to get bullied, but post 6 we could maybe see some things happening. Welder here should be stronger than the Ornn is, at least in the very early stages of the game, but the one thing you do have to be careful about is that if you disrespect the ability of the Ornn combo, you will often just get taken out by the Ornn combo. Boro here gonna dodge a sweet spot number 2 of the Darkened Blade, and gonna throw out his Q. Mr. Magic also looking to use his double ups on minions that are dying, so you can bounce them off for extra damage. Because remember, the money attributed from your first strike is relevant to the damage you deal. We've got the level 3 here from Ashen first, and he's going to combo Relentless to about half health, but he is going to take a decent chunk himself, and he eat himself another Mega Laser. The Abduct is going to miss this time, and you do have to keep in mind that while this recast does not cost any mana, Silas has a limited mana pool early, so having to use the Slivering Chains to farm can be a little bit rough. So here we get into the position where the Victor is going to be able to have a little bit of fun when the wave is pushing slowly towards him. Here Poro going to be able to dodge the sweet spot, but the Infernal Chain is going to force out the Searing Charge from the Ornn. Le Vrai Joe is the first to complete his clear, making his way to the scuttle. Maokai should be done momentarily. And it looks like they were able to push Maokai off his buff. So Maokai gonna get triple buffed by Le Vrai Joe. A real jungle gap to start the game off with. And here Le Vrai Joe going to take a recall, being satisfied, being technically 3 camps up. Yeah, it's very unexpected to see a 3rd buff steal. Like, it just walked in. Azanai had Smite, but I guess maybe doesn't know about the Smite Q one-shot. I don't know if Le Vrai Joe had Smite. Maybe he did. But now Azanai making his way to the camp. It's going to be a Smite fight. But Le Vrai Joe not going to be able to close the gap to be able to farm. So instead, Ashen here looking to take a recall soon. Almost 3 waves down. And yeah, this is normal for the early Silas. Ever having, if you ever have like an existing okay, looks like we are rotating the bot lane up towards the top lane. So Poro here going to rotate down bot lane. Still has access to his teleport, has a Bramble, but needs to go back to get a bit of mana. But he'll be farming in the bot lane as we get ready for grubs. Because the Mordekaiser is a little bit ahead of the Maokai, and it's like Maokai, Victor Aatrox versus Silas, MF, Leona, and Mordekaiser. I feel like DH definitely have the stronger they definitely have the stronger they have the stronger team comp orientation, at least for the grub take. So we are going to be trading grub for dragon, a standard exchange. Looks like we are going to traditional rocket belt here for the side. Okay, but Poro here gonna miss the combo. And Mask of Silence not going to be able to get a lot of damage on, but as you can see, the Bramble is putting in some work, and the Jinx is not level 6, but Poro has to be careful. Might have to force the flash here. Okay. And that was a close one. And Mask of Silence, I mean, to be fair, had the Ornn combo landed, Mask was dead. So that's really good. Now Ornn is making his way back to the top lane. So we accomplished what we wanted with the grubs. Victor is bullying Ashen right now, but it's kind of normal. Mask looking to take a recall. Let's look at the money no me. It's about 100 gold lead here in the bot lane. But what's not too surprising is there's about a 300 gold lead in both top and mid. Aatrox not having to switch lanes to farm and stuff. Gonna find it much easier to get stuff done. A nice dodge with the Searing Charge away from the Darkened Blade here by the Ornn to be able to get away. Because you do have the Bramble, but remember the Bramble will only work when the Aatrox autos you. It would kind of be OP if any physical damage meant L. Okay, Ashen not having a fun time in this line, but oh, the missed out, the missed cannon minion is gonna start to hurt. 20 CS deficit here for Poro. We're trying to accentuate the misfortune and the Mordekaiser by trading our mid lane and our top lane. At least we haven't traded any kills yet. 1-to-1 in objective score, but things are just a little rough. Looks like Johnny, Poro looking to take a recall, but is just gonna look to build an item instead. Pyro is looking for a play, but Breath of Light is almost going to be available. They're not on vision, but it looks like they knew something was up, so they didn't fall for it. And so far, this Jinx is getting relatively free scaling with little to no downside. Okay, Victor managed to get yet another bag, very close to finishing his Black Fire Torch. Maokai is going Unending Despair first. Ashen here forced the flash away from the Victor ult because the nature's grasp is coming through, and we are going to get a nice okay, but that is first blood for Pyro. The twisted advance into the turret, not the smartest idea, and Mr. Magic is getting pretty low. And Poro here taking a trade against Welder. We've got the Ornn combo, and it's not going to be enough. Ashen here now getting really low, forced to take another recall, but bot lane was able to survive. First blood, not very important, as you do need 3 kills. Mordekaiser going Rylai's first. We have the Yomus now on the Misfortune. Symbiotic Souls also on Leona. Looks like we're rotating the bot lane. Top lane, Ornn gonna be teleporting bot. So, are we gonna be rotating? Are we rotating? Nope. Looks like Mask and... No, okay, maybe. Maybe we're getting a little bit of a rotation. It looks like Relentless is going to be the one going bot lane as he'll have TP access. We have Magic and Pyro up top. And it looks like Welder is going mid. Okay, so we're swapping the lane assignments, but Mordekaiser should be able to do this grub. 3 of Hassle, and because Dragon is up in 45 seconds, should be able to fight for the possibility of the third objective for the first feat of strength. But good job so far for DH Dark, able to get the prowess for the first 2 objectives and the first kill. They're 2 kills away from finishing the feats of strength if they can manage to get this this dragon. Okay, Pyro and Ashen are here looking. But Azanai is also here. Azanai went Aegis Boots. I guess because Aegis gives you cooldown? No. Does it? I'm not sure. Okay, but Pyro has to be a little bit careful because Relentless is here and we're looking for a play on him. We don't have Flash on Mr. Magic and looks like that's going to be a kill given over to Relentless. And so now we're 1-1 in the kill score. Mr. Magic a little greedy on... that, and that should be 2-2 an objective score with the second dragon, Cloud Dragon, going over here to the side of DME Reborn. But you do have to understand there are 6 grubs, so if there's ever any alone time with a turret, it's gonna go down pretty fast. Let's see, Victor has finished his Blackfire Torch, and he is looking to really snowball his lead of about almost 1,000 gold, but Pyro and Levrejo looking to get a flank in. Pyro doesn't have the Hex Flash, but it looks like if Relentless is too over aggressive, Relentless does have his Flash here. We are forcing the Flash, but Zenith Blade going to be dodged out. And we've got the Smite coming out to slow him down, but Relentless is going to be going down. That's 2-1 in kills. And the TP was invested here. And Ashen here are going to get yet another plate. Magic doing okay in the 1v2 for now. Rylai's picked up here. Poro here looking to interrupt from Welder, but a third plate was taken by Ashen solo. Should help him. Oh, we did get the notification. Sorry. I don't know why my mind teetered there. But we did get the first strike gold, even though we did not hit the target. But because it was like the last quarter second of the recall, there was no ability. The Ornn combo coming in through the Brittle, gonna be procced. And Atomic Welder should just be going down. Actually, though, the Flash is not gonna be enough. Azanai going to Bramble Smash back into the turret. But yeah, he's level 8 Maokai, he's a level 10 Mordekaiser. The feats of warfare have been obtained here. And the Wombo here from Misfortune Leona, that lockdown is enough to make any man go cray of cray. And here we've got Dragon spawning in 3 minutes, but we got Rift in 1:50. So if we can get our hands on that first turret, we should be good to go. Still 2 to... it's... But now, if DME wants the feats, they need both a third objective and first turrets. So it's looking very unlikely that it's going to happen. But so far, the Misfortune has been looking clean here. Oro does not know that he's on a ward. Probably going to know now that it has expired. We've got the Sundered Sky, the Sunfire Cave. 1 item across the board here for everyone except for Wazox. And Joe here taking a recall. Getting ready for the Herald in a minute. Let's see, what do we end up picking? We get Swifties and we get an Alternator. Okay, so this Mordekaiser is looking to murderize people. I think we might be going Rocket Belt. Either that... Yeah, I think it's just Rocket Belt. I'm not too sure though. But Poro here, pretty low on HP. The Aatrox has been having a pretty good lane against Poro. Ashen gonna have to miss out on yet another cannon. A nice little grass proc, but Magic here might be in trouble. A nice dodge here. Mask of Silence gonna be in a little bit of trouble. Flashes over the wall, but Joe does not have his ultimate. The Nature's Grass is coming through. It's important that Magic dodges out of it because it does not have the HP needed for it. And yeah. I guess team fight win here for the side of DH Dark. They managed to burn the Jinx. They managed to burn the Jinx Flash, the Melio Flash, but now there's no one here to help contest the objective. And so the feat of Monster Slaying should be going over to the side of the feat of Monster. Hello, can we grab the eye? Yeah, at least Relentless grabbed the eye. But we do have to be careful because we have the Rift Herald. We're gonna have a wave. And the bot lane is pretty low. There's a Demolish proc, so it looks like instead the feats of strength are gonna be acquired here by the side of DH Dark. And Ashen here gonna get himself a nice little solo turret. Has to get away now. Uses a Rocket Belt right to get away from Relentless, and things are going fantastic. All right. And Soul Point was on the line here for the side of DME, but they all took resets instead. And because all of the important members on DH Dark were bot lane, they were able to easily transition into this dragon. And each Mountain Dragon is going to make things a lot harder. Okay, Relentless living by the skin of his teeth in a fight with Ashen. Both flashes have been burned. But unfortunately, the last tick of that Victor ultimate not able to connect onto Relentless. Okay, Pyro probably looking for a play here. We do have the Bullet Time and the Eclipse. And Joe here going to be able to take the Scuttle with his Smite. So, mini objective up. Let's see, Ashen here now going towards a Lich Bane. So really going to be more of that single target damage instead of that heavy burst damage. We know some Silas's to have. And Miss Magic having fun getting all that farm. Going Collector next item. I would have loved to see maybe a Hubris. But I can understand. It's an anti-heal. Like an anti-heal would be nice, but it's not really common for Misfortune to build Mortal Reminder. Okay. Here, Poro is in the mid lane. We have Pyro and Le Vrai Joe. But we're going to make a play as an eye. It's bullied off. It's almost bullied off a camp. But there was no camps to speak of. I think that, yeah, there's a Gromp to do. Ashen's going to spot the pink ward here. In the bot lane, going to be clearing it out. Grabbing himself a Bloody Petal as well. And here we go. Pyro here now looking for the Xenoblade, the play, the Abscond, the Nature's Grasp. The Abduct is gonna miss, but we're gonna root up 3 people. Not that it's gonna do much. Magic gonna grab himself a blue buff, but gonna get hit by the Zibbity Zabbity Zoobity. Coming for that booty. Jabuti. Alright, there we go. Icon has chosen to spawn in the bot lane, and as always with most competitive games, Voracious in low action games is going to be the choice. I think Ruinous should be the choice, and Voracious should be when there's a lot of kills, because it makes more sense thematically with their names. But hey, you know, small indie company. So here we go, and just pushing up waves. Dragon spawning in 2 minutes. We've got the rocket belt now for Mordecai. It looks like this turret is going to be going down though, and Azanai cannot stop it. More money into the pocket of DMF. Let's see here. Yeah, about 1,000 gold lead for Magic. A little down in CS, but has been the recipient of a lot of plates and turrets, and has his own kill. So that is good for him. So a Mountain Soul Point might be the next point of contention for both teams. I know DME really want to get this mid turret down, but with the amount of consistent wave clear that we have here on the side of DH Dark, can be a little bit hard. Magic looks like it wants to take a recall. Probably has, no, already has a collector, so probably just looking maybe to finish boots to Swifties would be nice against this team. And because they won the feats of strength, they can be upgraded to Swift Marchers. That's insane. 24 gold from a single Q. Took about a third, took about almost a quarter of Jinx's health. A little bit crazy. Looks like we're trying to set up a trap here in the jungle of DME. And clear out the ward around Otacon. And it looks like we're just gonna force Otacon here. Not on vision. Levreggio and Poro should be able to do things alone. But now Ashen with a beautiful flank from behind. The bullet time still available, but now Azanai in no man's land. Gonna launch the Nature's Grasp, but Leona with the CC chains. And yeah, we're just going to be pooping on the competition. And this Maokai pick really not doing much this game. And now we can go back, we can take the dragon, we can do Otacon. Victor gonna take a huge chunk from that, and that was another 25 gold from a single Q. Looks like we are doing Otacon. Are asking for rotations. The Mordecais are not having access to Riftmaker. Will get pretty low pretty fast. This is more of like a super squishy style assassin Mordekaiser build rather than your traditional Bruiser Kaiser. But we're getting a serious push in here. With the false life, it looks like we're just going to try and force. We have a second smite charge coming up right away. We're going to try and get this second mountain dragon. Every mountain dragon is going to make it harder for Aatrox and Victor to do stuff. Also, gonna mean that Jinx does a little bit less damage until that penetration item comes through. But here we go, 2 dragons. Jinx manages to open the middle outer turrets here. Magic looking for a play on, oh never mind, just looking for a first strike proc. I'm like, yeah, Relentless is level 14. What are you gonna do if you get hit by that Victor laser? Oh, Pyro. Okay. I know we have the false life, but giving free money to a Victor doesn't sound like a smart idea. Let's look at the money no me's real quick. 1,500 gold lead in the bot lane. We've got 700 gold deficit in the mid lane. That's because, well, I mean, Relentless is still up like 80 CS, but an almost 2,000 gold lead in the jungle for Joe. And Poro has managed to close the lead down to about 100 to 200-ish gold, the deficit. So good so far here from the side of DH Dark for about a 3.5k gold lead. And now the next point of contention will be this Baron Nashor, but we'll see. Okay, forcing the flash here from Wazox and the Nature's Grass. That's a huge ultimate that the Maokai will not have access to. And I mean, Joe is still there. If he finds someone in the bush, it is very unfortunate. The bullet time into no one. Azanai gonna go down the rocket belt plus extra barbecue sauce. Gonna be enough to deal with Azanai from Joe. And here we go. Now they have no jungle. Victor is pushing bot lane alone, but Zero Grub Victor not very threatening. And we've got enough damage to be able to blow the water out of this Baron's blowhole. So here we go. Free Baron donated by the side of DME Reborn. Vision coverage pretty lackluster here from the side of DME. As you can tell, the vision score like across is pretty bad. But loading up on pink wards is Pyro. Has been phenomenal with his engages, and you can tell that Pyro and Magic have the same KDA, or same KP. They are always together, which is a sign of a good wombo strategy. Your main damage source now at 3+ items, technically 3.5 if you count the ornaments upgrade. And Poro upgrading the Rylai's and the Collector to the Masterwork state. That's an extra 2,000 gold in item value here for the side of the H-Star. Dragon spawning in 2 minutes, but the waves are like never pushed out to be able to try and siege. And unfortunately for Dark, DME have pretty decent wave clear. SNI taking a cannon away from his Jinx. I'm not sure if I respect that, but it looks like the bot lane outer gonna be going down as there was no one close to it. Ornn pinging his teleport in about 40 seconds, but Pyro here gonna get hit by the Zippy Zap and the Death Ray, and that's 2 cannons hitting a turret. That turret is not gonna last. A nice bullet time here, forcing the Nature's Grasp. Pyro gonna get hit up once again, but the damage he's taking is pitiful. It looks like we have access to the Shadow Realm. Silas is going to be putting some work in, forcing Relentless to flash away, but the Victor Storm is starting to hurt. The Super Mega Death Rocket not gonna do much to Magic and Welder, and not really being able to do much outside of having a strong early lane. Did end up getting killed in a team fight. And yeah, let's see. So yeah, this Mordekaiser just building as much movement speed as he can. Now he has a full Deadman's. Silas has his Spellslinger shoes. We got the Noxian War Marchers here for Forever Forward. 10% total recall. 10% total movement speed when out of combat. Wait, so how fast is Pyro? 500 base MS? What the hell? Oh, there's no running away from this man. That's crazy. That's crazy. We've got, looks like we've got an army of different shoes. We got the Armor Advance. We're going to be getting the Swift Marchers. We got the Spellslinger shoes, the Gunmetal Greaves, and the Forever Forward. I didn't even know this boot had an upgrade. But, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Be dumb to have a boot style that doesn't have an upgrade. The Victor is nearing the 3-item mark. It can do some decent damage, but his run line is just non-existing, you know? Super Mega Death Rocket is going to settle the score, killing Ashe and giving Jinx about a 500 gold shutdown. But at this point in the game, I don't know if it's enough. I don't think it is. The Ornn, pretty beefy. It's gonna be hard to kill him if you don't focus him down. But we're denying resources and resources. We have the bottom inhib, so someone always has to stay bot lane. We have triple Mountain Dragon. We have the Otacon. Although it doesn't show on the overlay for some fucking reason. The spectator overlay should just show it. There's an objective bounty on Otacon, but Otacon doesn't exist anymore. It's like, question mark. Alright. I mean, Magic is there with a 3.5 item bullet time, ready to just go to town on people. If he has to, and with a good Leona ultimate, then that could pretty much kill the entire team of DME. Ornn here, just gonna get some farming. Has his, yeah, Relentless gonna take gonna get chunked out here by Poro, as he can basically just That is a lot of damage that Mr. Magic is taking. The Super Mega Death Rocket here going to be blocked, but we get the Horn of the Ornthorn. And it's going to be Summon the Bullet time. Going to be doing a massive amount of damage. And Poro tanking the turret. But now it's back to the minions. And Ashen and Levreggio are just going to town. They saw a vegan item at McDonald's and they're like, fuck this shit. I need real meat. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of game number 1. Atomic Welder really not participating much in this game. 0-1-0. I mean, there's only 2 kills, but this was pretty dominant in a victory in fashion of DH Dark. So we'll see you guys for the draft for game number 2. As a reminder, I don't know why my camera went black. But, yeah, as a reminder, is there no way to fix it? Oh, really? I have to redo the screen overlay? These champions, these 10 champions, so for Canal's Special Fearless, the champions that DH Dark picked, they can't pick again, but DME can pick them. And the champions that DME picked, DME can't pick again, but they can pick what DH Dark picked. Alrighty, we've got the draft going. Apologies. So it's going to be Aphelios, Syndra, Lulu, and then Jhin, Xerath, Udyr here banned from both sides. DH Dark still remaining on blue side after a very dominant game 1 win. The Maokai didn't really seem like it did anything, and the Aatrox counter pick got 0 KP throughout. It, like, DME weren't ever trying to take a fight. It was just them getting picked and picked and picked, and the macro was pretty good from Dark. So, yeah, now it's Dark's turn to play the hyper carry. And so in this version of Fearless, as I said before, you can pick what your opponent played, but you can't pick what you played again. And then once you've played what your opponent's played once, can't play it anymore for the remainder of this series. So it's a weird kind of soft Fearless. It's not like an Iron Man style, but yeah. So now we have DME Reborn's turn, and it looks like they're going to answer the Jinx with a Twitch. Now this is something we've seen over in China and Korea as a popular answer to the, oh hey, we gotta get to the Jinx. Well, what if the Jinx can't see me coming? Another stealthy trickster, Wukong, currently one of the most busted champions in the jungle meta. Going to be available here for Azanai. I'm hoping to see a little bit more tact from Azanai, because I feel like we didn't really see anything at all. Like, he twisted advanced under turret, got himself killed, and the game kind of just blew up from there. And that was first blood. Alright, here we have Ashen locking in the Cassiopeia. We got Pyro on my boy, the naughty Nautilus. This is a big daddy. And we're excited to see what he's going to be able to bring to the table. Jinx Nautilus, not normally the pairing you kind of want to see. You kind of want to see Jinx with an Enchanter style champion. But I guess when playing against Wazox, kind of have to take the Lulu off the table. The Yuumi that was banned is no longer banned. So, but looks like we can't rely on the Yuumi this game. We're just going to lock in Leona. Twitch Leona, pretty dangerous. Level 1, level 2. Alright. Here we're going to be banning away Johnny's Mundo. Johnny is Poro for the... So if I say Johnny or I say Poro, I'm talking about the same person. Because it used to be here's Johnny and now he's here's Poro. But 90 day change until you can go back to your actual name. So, you know, we're going to be taking the Hui away from Relentless here. So Syndra, Hui, Xerath, standard bans. The Victor is disabled for Relentless this time. So there's a lot less mages. And you got to keep in mind there are some mages that really don't want to have to play into Cassiopeia. Because if you get stuck in that miasma, if you are a movement-based champion, and you get stuck in that miasma, ugh, it is beyond horrible. But hey, Leona and Wukong not going to have too much fun with that Cassiopeia W. But they knew what they were signing up with. Sorry, Leona knew what she was signing up with because she picked. And then we're gonna ban Ari again. So another the same 4 mid lane bans being attributed. Let's see what we end up getting for the mid lane here, because this should be the blind pick mid. Well, not the blind pick because Dark already picked their mid laner, but this should be the mid lane answer pick here for the side of Reborn. It's just gonna be the standard Orianna. The good champion has access to the shield, doesn't really have any movement based spells, so the ball is not Orianna. So if when you're grounded, you can still use the ball to do stuff. So here we go. What are Dark looking for? They have they need a jungler and they need a top laner. I mean, Cho'Gath is a pretty solid front line against true damage because he just scales very well on HP. You can have a little bit of a rough early game, but I mean, Welder just didn't do anything. Oh, we're probably going to see in a second what the last pick is. Because I think it's blank for me. Let's see. Vi. Looks like it's Vi here for the side of DH Dark in the jungle position. So solid engage style. Press the button, get on someone, Cho'Gath, go nom 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 nom. And even if Vi is dead, if Cho'Gath has ult, technically you have a jungler for the objective fight. So that's the draft. We've got Gwen versus Cho'Gath, Orianna versus Cassiopeia, Twitch Leona versus Jinx Nautilus, and Vi versus the Monkey King. Gentlemen, Cho'Gath, Crystal Indominus, Nautilus, Project Vibe, Battlecat, Jinx, Mythmaker, Cassiopeia, Heino, Leona, Twitch, Darkstar, Arena, Soulfighter, Gwen, Radio, Wukong, woohoo! Okay. We did it! Yay! I forgot to adjust the aspect ratio from Jam Select, so now we've got 3 clips to like Yugo Shokan into one video. I don't know, sometimes it's weird. Can we load? Hello? Alright, here we go, finally. Wobble, 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 wah. Alright, let's fix this. Support goes here, swap mid jungle. Hey, calice, das tabarnak, das ein ciboia, merci calice, là, fille. Oh, it's Gwen jungle?
Welcome to
Okay, that seems a lot worse. I don't know. Okay, looks like we got an early topside invade. Okay, well, Welder might get caught here. We've got Pyro with the flash. Is he gonna risk it? No. Okay, well, looks like we're not gonna risk it for the biscuit. So it's Grasp a Wukong. Okay. I don't know. I figured that Gwen could easily bully. Okay, Levrajo is still going in. He's gonna find he's just gonna get perfect vision on the invade, and as always, the bot lane here for DME not gonna be able to respond with anything. Kind of just AFK in the bush, not trying to get vision. Relentless kind of wants to ping and stuff, but yeah. Magic taking a reset. Okay, so we got double lethal tempo, Guardian, Aftershock versus Glacial Augment, Kong versus Comet, Kong, double grass. Do have still 4 TPs, double barrier, Ignite versus Exhaust system on Pyro. So we've got a solo red start from Azanai, and we got a solo blue start from Joe. Okay, Johnny went a little bit more of the aggressive itemization choice for the start. We'll have to see. Okay, Wazak's getting hooked by Nautilus, gonna take a lot of damage, but Magic not gonna be able to touch a CS. Finally gets the wave. Ashen here gonna be taking a lot of damage. We'll have to see if he can do a little bit better than he did last time. Because in game 1 he was down a lot of CS, had a little bit more money, if anything, but didn't really get to play the game to like the level 7, the 7-ish region. And Ashen here forced to use both consumables. And remember, if Twin Fang kills the target, you get your mana back for free. And if it's if the target is poisoned, you heal a tiny bit per Twin Fang. And we've got the level 2's bot lane. Have to see when this. Oof, Ashen gonna be taking mad chunks. That command attack and the command dissonance with the Arcane Comet proc is pretty nasty early. Yeah, Ashen here forced to take a pretty sad back. Yeah, well, he's got 450 gold, so he can get he can probably get like a refillable and something. But has to stay, because remember, Cassiopeia can't buy boots. Remember, the Wukong clone can proc the Grasp with the Undying. But you do not get like 2 procs out of it, at least I don't think. Wazak's here, gonna get hit by the Zippity Zappity Zoobity. And we've got a trade, but as an eye, just looking to win that smite fight. No one had smite, but Azanai was able to just take it away. Azanai now looking to get to the other camp. Johnny kind of wants to stop the Gwen, but Gwen actually just gonna take a recall instead. Has a smite charge, but not looking to press the issue and get an advantage CS wise. One for first back, probably going to be a recurve bow plus X if she has money, but it's just going to be a recurve bow to start off with. Oriana here, Olympus putting in a good amount of work. And yeah, Poro's going to struggle, at least in the early parts of the lane. I don't know what you go first here on Wukong. Do you go Sundered Sky to be able to like have sustain, or do you go like Black Cleaver to try and like Black or try and kill? She's gonna be interesting to see what Johnny decides to build here. Both top laners have not taken a recall yet, but Welder is up about a wave. I mean, there was a similar CS deficit last game, Ornn versus Aatrox. So not too surprised. First dragon has spawned. No jungler has made a movement towards it. We are getting the teleport here from the Oriana. She got tier, Amp Tome, refillable. So just sustain, sustain, and more sustain. I'm interested to see what build Magic is going to be going first. I really hope he is going the Crit Jinx build, because I feel like that is the appropriate build to go. Yeah, Ashen still taking pretty bad chunks. It takes about 25% of his HP from one Oriana QW combo. Both mid laners hitting level 6 though. This things could get a little bit volatile. Both flashes are still up, both teleports are down. So whoever can move the other out of lane. Joe was spotted on a ward, so Mask is just gonna walk into him as we start dragon, but the screen is lagging for some fucking reason. And Levrejo doesn't want to give up this objective, but his bot lane is nearby. It looks like Azanai taking a lot of damage from the Cloud Dragon, and we're just gonna look to maybe force a reset. Instead, they just leash the dragon for free. Wazak's gonna have his recall interrupted, and he's gonna head straight to Grubs. Ashen here in a little bit of trouble though. Needs to take a recall. Probably going Rod of Ages. So it's gonna be Cloud Drake here. We're gonna get a reset over by Rejo. And he's got his Tunneler and another longsword. Now he's gonna try and make it to the Grubs. And we'll have to see here if Joe so far has one Void Grub. We'll be able to get all 3 before... No, it looks like Joe's not even going to try and contest him. Gonna just give it over. Had the ability to smite, the possibility of smiting one. But with the fact that Cassiopeia took a recall, and he was seen on vision with a blast cone, the Scryer's boom, didn't have the opportunity to do stuff. So I was right, we are going Rod of Ages here on Cassiopeia. And just looking to become a beefy style bruiser to be able to survive the likes of Wukong, Gwen, Twitch.
The smell you can feel.
The magic seems to be going, well, BF Sword can mean a lot of things. Actually, no, BF Sword should mean Yuntal first. So we're likely going to see like the Yuntal IE Runans, or Yuntal IE whatever other XP item. There's not really any tanks to deal with. Leon's probably just going to go lock it into something, and oh, it looks like a visual bug. Okay, we've got the Flash Petrifying Gaze. It's going to be enough. We're grounded. And that's first blood over to Joe. Unfortunately, Relentless did not have the mechanics to outplay the Petrifying Gaze. And Joe kept his... his ultimate. So now we're getting the teleport from both top laners. Atomic Welder here first. And that's the feat of warfare claimed by Cho'Gath. Azanai gonna be in a little bit of trouble. The Hollow Mist doesn't really do anything if there are people in your mist. And yeah, that's now the Jinx is huge. Yeah, 600 gold lead. Yeah, 700 gold lead. Super accelerated. That's the item plus a bit more. Cho'Gath now almost has his Heartsteel. And in the mid lane, Ashen is back to parity, which is good because he was down a lot last game. So, beautiful ultimate here by the side of Joe to make sure that the Twitch stayed CC'd forever. Wasn't really able to play too much out of that fight. And well, Azanai got CC'd. And yeah. Okay. So top lane wise, we got about a 200 gold lead. We're looking for stuff. The Yuntails was picked up here by Magic. Still has all his sons. Twitch has Flash, but no barrier. So if Pyro gets another good engage, we do have to be a little bit careful. Cassio picking up that Rod of Ages is really nice because when we start scaling that HP and eventually probably getting a little bit of an XP advantage thanks to the item teleport coming in here. Gonna eat an Orianna combo, but now with the access, since she already had the catalyst, and a percentage of mana spent will heal health, a percentage of health taken as damage will restore mana, essentially. So it's like the infinite Tsukuyomi, but not really. Yeah, Relentless, yeah, gonna go pretty low. Ashen doesn't have the Flash, but Relentless not gonna be forced to take a recall here for this grub fight. The Super Mega Death Rocket magic is insane. And another beautiful cease and desist. Azanai gonna go down, and yeah, this game's just over. And we've got the Zippity Zabbity Zoobity, but without the access to the ultimate, Jinx a little bit weaker than Twitch. However, Twitch a little bit out of mana. And yeah, it's gonna be 3-3 in grubs, but wonderful team fight win here over to the side of DH Dark, completely stomping the Poom Poom out of DME. I wanted to see a little bit more action, but Magic here gonna get caught. Has access to his flash, but actually, with the ignite and the poison, unfortunately, he is gonna go down. Azanai looking for a play here on the top side. We're not going to be able to find one, so Magic does go down, giving a shutdown over to the Twitch. A little 600 gold shutdown. Gives over the shutdown to Leona. That didn't really matter, so Magic still crazily ahead. If we look, yeah, about 1500 gold ahead. Nothing to worry about here. We're one objective away from feats of strength being completed already here for the side of DH Dark. Joe making his way out towards the dragon, and Magic is much stronger than Twitch is right now. However, no summoners available. Cho'Gath does have access to his teleport if we do want a 5v5. We do have to buy him a little bit of time. Joining Force here picked up by the Wukong. The jungler, the top laner now making his way down to the bot lane for the dragon fight. We have to stop him from taking this. We got the flash ultimate from Pyro. Things are looking great. The command shockwave gonna be huge from Relentless, but the Jinx able to put in the work. The Super Mega Death Rocket gonna put in the work, but Magic now, gonna get the kill over the wall to hit Relentless, but it looks like we're gonna lose the objective. However, it looks like my boy Johnny gonna solve the feats of strengths by giving himself first turret. So even though, well, I mean, that was team fight. That was a clear team fight win for the side of Dark. But the fact that Johnny was able to just get a free turret as well, and he's huge on this Cho'Gath. He's got a lot of money. He does have access to his ultimate, but unfortunately, gonna get stunned by Wazak's, not able to finish off Azanai, unfortunately. But let's see how much money no me. We're getting an unending despair here for Cho'Gath. About 900 gold up. And yeah, there's a gold lead in every lane. Except the support. Because Pyro's been dying and Leona's been killing. Okay.
Smell you can feel.
Alright, forcing the flash from Mask is pretty huge, and we got the teleport here from Welder, so there's not much we're going to be able to do. The cease and desist is coming off cooldown soon, as well as the Nautilus ultimate. The I don't know what it is, but I'm just calling it the big kaboomies. Alright, so far Azanai have been a little bit of an NPC in this game. Game 1 and 2, a jungle given technically counter picks. I don't know. It's a little weird. You give your jungle the pick of the litter that he wants, and he loses the matchup. Alright, we've got Azanai popping the Nos, but Magic is safely in the backline. Not too worried about stuff. We've got the Super Mega Death Rocket that's coming in. Red Joe here getting excited to do some damage, forcing the cease and desist. He can't beat the powder and violet combination attack. And here Poro, honestly, just kind of huge. Yeah, getting a Heartsteel stack from the Wukong clone always feels so nice, because you can get one off each clone and you can get one off each regular Wukong. Okay, and Mask here, getting pretty low. If he gets caught, he'll be dead. But that's another turret here going over to the side of Dark. And yeah, things are pretty bloody. About a 4k gold lead. Poro looking for a play here, but I just realized that the Gwen does a lot of damage to him because, well, you have like 20 magic resist and Gwen does true damage. I don't really care. Okay, Ash in here. Let's see, what are we building? Looks like we're probably Archangels, probably next thing on the docket here. We do have the 2 items. Le Vrai Joe is pretty fat, has Cleaver plus 100. Would like to see tier 2 boots picked up just so he can benefit from the usefulness. Gonna find Wazox though. The hook from Nautilus gonna be good into the silence. Wazox gonna land a Xenoblade, but gonna donate a Heartsteel stack over. And ladies and gentlemen, that's another kill. That's gonna be a donated. Oh, what? Okay, well, the Rift Herald used autism as a superpower and managed to reset itself by being too gimmicky. But that's the objective dominance here from the side of Dark. They did lose 3 grubs and a dragon, but overall, if you look at the scoreboard, there's 2 deathless members. And yeah, Gwen showing that when you take every needle from Needlework, it does a lot of damage. Ashen gonna go down, and the deathless members are gonna go 1-to-1. So Welder, who's never died this game, and Vi, who's never died. So who's gonna be most likely to die? We got Dragon spawning in 23 seconds, but here's Poro. Pyro might be in a little bit of danger here. Gonna get hit by the Eclipse. Gonna flash over the wall, but unfortunately, when you're already dead, flashing kind of feels like a dumb idea. And here, Le Vrai Joe gonna be in a little bit of danger, but gonna be able to just Vault Breaker away. Jinx here looking to yeah, looking to get that Infinity Edge. We've got the Rift Herald in the top lane, and it looks like that's what we're gonna be summoning. Okay, we take the top inner, and now we're looking to fight. Inhibitor turret going down. The Vrai Joe also going to be taken down. But unfortunately, the Super Mega Death Rocket. Nom nom nom. The flash. Nom nom skis. Chomp chomskis from Cho'Gath. Pyro here looking to survive. Taking a lot of damage. But Wazox is taking the big dick cannon for free. And Azanai Azanai is going to be able to get away. But Ashen might have something to say about it. And the Leona ultimate has to be invested here. So unfortunately, the deathless count is now over. Everyone has died. No one is having a perfect game anymore. So, but we got Infinity Edge on Magic. Got a Bramble here for Cho'Gath, for Johnny. Got a Leandries. Heartsteel on Nautilus. Another turret being taken. That's gonna be 5 turrets to 0. So a lot of objective money is still up on the up to grab from the side of DME, but I don't know if they'll have the ability to get it. The hook! We got a lollipop, a max range hook from Pyro. Red Joe going to miss the Vault Breaker right over the wall, about like an inch away. The Super Mega Death Rocket, the 4-man Shockwave, but Relentless is just gonna get sent to the Shadow Realm. We're gonna knock up Mask of Silence, and he's just gonna die. And Wazox gonna get shot through the face with the Jinx gun. You've watched Arcane, you've seen her get excited, and this bitch can do wild shit with a gun. And look at how fast she's murdering the Froggy Man. Looks like the Voracious Akshan is gonna be taken here for the side of DH Dark. We're now like an 8,000 gold lead. We're gonna have the false lives, and Baron. It's so early that Baron hasn't even spawned yet. We are looking to take another turret. We've got 6 scrubs. Now Poro has to be careful. The Zenith Blade not going to connect. Ashen and Magic gonna take a little bit of damage from Relentless. Relentless gonna get zippy zip zapped. I don't know why we're fighting while the turret is still up. You need the Jinx to get excited. And, oh, we have the false life. It just doesn't matter. Magic is getting excited. He's looking to find people. We get all the middle, the inner turrets. And now Levreggio just being chilling. Looking to get on Atomic Welder. Looks like he's going to have to withdraw here. But that's another inhibitor turret. Jinx getting excited once again. And Mask of Silence has one chance to maybe correct this, but I think he's just too far behind. There's not enough damage here. There's only 3 turrets left here for the side of DME, and this, not gonna lie, this is pretty filthy. Now we're sitting at an 11,000 gold, 10.5 thousand gold deficit here for the side of DME. They have objective bounties everywhere, but haven't been able to take anything. Dragons are worth 500 gold split if they get it, but we are on a Hextech Rift, so the longer this game goes, the worse it's gonna be here for the side of DME. The Wukong, the Ori, well, I don't know, it feels like their picks don't scale as well as Jinx Cho'Gath. Alright, Magic being donated a red buff. False lives are going to be expiring pretty soon. But yeah, there's one inhibitor turret left, so... Wazak's here. Gonna get caught out. Ashen here gonna be taken by the Needle Storm though, but Azanai and a Super Mega Death Rocket's gonna be enough. That's a double kill here for Magic. A triple kill here. A quadra kill.
Blue team double kill.
Wait, where's the 5th member? Oh. Alright, well that's just the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. And just like yesterday, this was like an obliteration, not even close. It's like we're playing like silvers versus emeralds. Yeah, GG's. DH Dark are gonna take a convincing 2-0. And yeah, not much else to say. It was just disgustingly fast and it was powerful. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.